Thanks for joining us. We begin with breaking news this Friday afternoon, and it's not good. With a variant surge underway, one major vaccine maker is reducing its doses to Canada. Moderna has told Ottawa it can only deliver half the expected doses by the end of April. 1.2 million doses were scheduled to arrive by the end of the month. Instead, we'll only be getting 650,000. The delay is blamed on a slower than anticipated ramp-up of production capacity. Moderna says it may have to delay some of the 12 million doses expected during the second quarter of the year. Canada's Procurement Minister, Anita Anand, says Ottawa will continue to press Moderna to fulfill its commitments. The news comes as Ontario breaks another record for daily cases, and more than 40 people have been sent to the ICU overnight. More than 4,800 new cases were added today, the highest number yet. 701 COVID patients are now in intensive care, an increase of 42 since yesterday, and a new record. Test positivity is up slightly to 8.2%, and the death toll has risen by 25 overnight. More than 3.6 million Ontarians have received a shot, with more than 115,000 doses given in a day, also a new record. Now, all of this has people in Ontario bracing for new modeling numbers this afternoon, followed by yet more restrictions aimed at controlling the surge. Camille Karamali is live now with more on what to expect. Hi, Camille.
Hi, Candice. So, just about an hour or so until we're going to be hearing about the latest COVID-19 modeling numbers from Ontario's Science Advisory Board. And brace yourselves, everything has indicated to us that the numbers are expected to soar under a worse scenario. We're already seeing signs of it hitting that new daily record that you just mentioned in Ontario there. Now, shortly after that modeling presentation, we're expecting Premier Doug Ford to announce stricter measures across the province. Ford and his cabinet were locked up at Queen's Park discussing potential new measures until 9 last night. So sources did tell Global News at one point a curfew was on the table, but so far the province has somewhat retracted that idea, is what we're hearing. Some other ideas that were also floated around during that cabinet meeting included shutting down some construction-related activities, travel restrictions as well, and the possibility of cutting back even more on non-essential retail sales by reducing curbside pickup services. Now, once again, all of these are discussions and possible restrictions the government is considering and could change by the time an announcement comes down this afternoon. Meanwhile, though, we've heard from health experts for weeks now that this surge is coming, and the Ontario NDP MPPs using this opportunity to criticize the Ford government for what they call an absolute failure in leadership.
We're taking the exact same measures that didn't work in the first wave, that didn't work in the second wave, and now we're in a devastating situation in the middle of the third wave, and we're contemplating the exact same measures and failing, frankly, to protect Ontarians.
So that party obviously asking for even stricter measures. Once again, the Science Advisory Board is going to present new modeling numbers at 1 p.m. and then we'll hear from the Ford government about those stricter measures at around 2:30 today. Candice, back over to you.
Okay, thanks so much, Camille. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says additional support is coming to Ontario as cases and ICU admissions continue to rise.
Ontario has reached out for more support. I can tell you today that we are standing by to deploy the Canadian Red Cross to help with their mobile vaccination teams. This is about getting doses to people where the situation is most serious.
The federal government has shipped out more healthcare equipment like oxygen units and drugs to treat COVID-19. Trudeau also announced that Canada has signed an agreement with Pfizer for 8 million additional doses of their vaccine, on top of what was already purchased. With the new deal, Canada will receive 4 million additional Pfizer doses in May, another 2 million in June, and 2 million more in July.